Hello and welcome on back to our Final Fantasy Tactics playthrough series here on the channel, friends. It's good to be here. I hope your day is going well. So just a quick recap, kind of where we left off last episode, right? So we did have a story fight at the Zeklos Desert. We managed to win that and then save the Marquis. We are to deliver the Marquis now back to Igros Castle. So I took the trek back. I had a random fight at Swiggy Woods and a random fight at Mandalia Plains. So I took the opportunity to, rock out those random fights. We got some extra gold. We also got some job points and experience as well. So our team is kind of ready to maybe make some class changes and equipment changes, learn some new skills and things of the like. But first and foremost, let's pop into Igros Castle. We have some story development taking place here. So let's rock and roll. Alright, so loading up here, and you are going to see the consequences of our actions potentially. You're also going to meet a pretty key character. So, Daisadarg, which is Ramza's brother, of course, is asking what happened and why did we go to the Zeklos Desert. Ramza has no words. Explain to me. I forced Ramza to go with me, says Delita. Is that true, Ramza? Delita forced you to go? No, it was my decision, not Delita's. Ramza's lying. I was the one to... No need to protect me. I decided to ignore an order. If everyone acted lawlessly, how could law exist? We Beoulves must show the importance of observing the law as knights rule. Are you trying to ruin the Beoulve name? I'm sorry, brother. Ramza hangs his head in despair, and a creepy man from outside the window is eavesdropping on the conversation and quickly silences Daisadarg. A well-dressed man. He was a great help rescuing the Marquis. I know young soldiers are eager to succeed, so were we. Don't spoil him, there's a line between right and wrong. Little tough love there. So you are Daisadarg's younger brother. Relax. You look exactly like the late General Balbanes, a fine-looking young man. And Balbanes is, of course, Ramza's father. I'm sure that youthful energy didn't come from just guarding the castle. The mission is nearly done. I'll allow you to join. We'll attack some of the thieves' hideouts at once. You'll choose one of them. Yes. So the team has our new mission here, and I think you're going to notice that maybe things aren't quite what they seem. There's some whispering going on kind of after the party leaves. Daisadarg apologizes. Larg says don't apologize. After all, Gustav wasn't much of a soldier. Plan couldn't be changed after the Marquis was kidnapped in Galeon. Besides, he did save the Marquis' life. They must accept our demands. Your brother's actions turned the tide for us. So is there something sinister going on? Maybe. Is there some kind of like subplot here at work? The king doesn't have much time to live. We must hurry. So are they talking about some type of coup attempt or assassination attempt? I mean, who knows? Larg is a prince. He is the prince of the faction that is, in alliance with the Beoulves, right? But he's a prince, and obviously the prince will ascend to the throne if something should happen to the king. So Larg, yes, I'm counting on you, my friend. So there we go. The plot thickens just a little bit there, folks. And a tremendous part about Final Fantasy Tactics is, of course, the story. So I hope you're enjoying the story as well as the overall gameplay. So what do we have here? We have the Thieves' Hideout, the Thieves' Fort, now on the field. And this is going to be our next story battle spot. However, if you notice, we do have to move through Mandalia Plains to get there. So hopefully we don't run into any resistance at Mandalia Plains. I guess we will find out. It is literally just a roll of the dice. But first, Igros Castle is open up for shopping. We have a little under $6 grand. So let's pop in here and take a look at what they have. So I'll buy a single broadsword. And then we do have a longbow here. So this is a good investment. So there's crossbows and then there's longbows. The crossbows shoot very straight. They don't have any lob at all. So you have to have a direct line of sight to your target to make the shot. The longbow operates differently. It lobs, and you actually have longer range and just the better ability to hit your target. So I like bows a lot better in this game than crossbows. So we'll definitely be getting a longbow. We do have an archer that we'll get into in just a moment. Iron helmet, bronze helmet. So this is a heavy armor upgrade. That'll work well on our knights. We also have the bronze armor in store here too, so we'll purchase that. Small mantle, we don't... Maybe we can grab a single small mantle for a evade type character, but the move bonus is too sweet to turn down. And then we're not really in the market for Phoenix Down. So we're looking good here. We did get a blind knife at the conclusion of the last battle, so we don't need to buy one of those. So I think we're looking pretty good here. So why don't we pop on into our formation screen and let's see what we got. So like I said, I did do 2 random battles and obviously took the time to gain a little bit of JP. As you can see, Ramza has 822 JP, which feels like quite a bit, but what I wanted to do is either wanted to get Holy, which is probably not very useful right now, or we can get like Isuna, or we could even get Re-Raise, which is a pretty good one as well. Why don't I do... I'll probably do Raise 2, I'm thinking. Let's do Isuna and Raise 2. 2 very useful spells to have. Alright, so Ramza is all learned up there. And he's going to kind of stay right where he's at. Here is our archer, Rivaldi. Rivaldi also has 868 JP. You might think I'm looking at a charge here. I'm not. I'm actually going to go Speed Save. So Speed Save is an excellent skill. And what it does is it will raise your speed by 1 point every time you get hit. That's if it procs off, right? So his Brave is 63. It has a 63% chance to raise his speed by 1 when he's hit. Very, very good. What I actually want to do with this character here is I want to change his job to a thief. We need to get a good thief in our ranks because you can steal equipment with the thief. So if we look at the thief skill set here, what do we have? You know, steel helmet, armor, shield, weapon, accessory, and experience. There's ways to get very good equipment through this manner. Equipment that you can't buy at the time, and it makes your team really strong. The thief also has move +2. So this guy will spend a long while as a thief without question. He's going to keep Punch Art as his secondary and obviously gain JP up. Blind Knife, Red Hood, Leather Vest, looking good. Stouty the Wizard here. How are we looking for Stouty the Wizard? 607 JP. So how should we spend this? We have Death. I mean, Death is kind of low impact. Flare is a very, very powerful spell. We could look at a few of the 2s, or we could go to... We could get Ice 3 here, which is literally a nuke. Let's get Ice 3. I like that for Stouty. Another thing we're keeping our eye on here is Short Charge. So what this does is it lowers the charge time needed for your spells. So it's very, very strong. Very, very good. Definitely something you want on all spellcasters. For Roxy, the Time Mage here, let's see what we have. So she's at 642. I think it's probably best to just keep her on this path and get Short Charge when we have the JP. And then for Colvin here, he is a knight, of course. And I'm going with Equip Armor here. And the reason I want to get Equip Armor is because I want to transition Colvin into a monk to learn the very useful skill set that is Punch Art. And what we can do is we can throw on Equip Armor and make him very, very strong. So we'll go Battle Skill here. And you can see he has a lot of health points as a monk. So I think that's kind of the team here that we're looking at. We'll be going into the story battle shortly. And I think for the thief, I will spend 10 JP and get guild taking. Why not? Pinch a few pennies here and there. Alright, so I think we're looking good. So I'm going to save the game here, of course. And we're going to rock and roll. And let's see if we get into a fight at Mandalia Plains. I sure hope not. Let's go. And of course we do. Alright, let's see if we can make quick work of this. I'm still trying to kind of figure out the best way to tackle random battles as it relates to doing this playthrough series. I'm obviously kind of cutting them out and just giving you a recap. But there's sometimes when we're going to a story battle, there's story elements and events taking place that, you know, help kind of tell you what's going on that should definitely be included in the video. And then in your path is a potential random battle. So let's just see if we can make quick work of this fight here and move onward to the story battle at hand. So let's go. Alright, Rivaldi. So as usual, a little friendly fire. It's okay, we have the capabilities of keeping everyone nice and healed up. So as you increase job level, right, you actually get more JP per action. So it's pretty useful. And then in taking that damage, right, his health is not 100%, so he can just use chakra on himself. So it's an effective way, and you see how powerful chakra is there on a character as physically inclined as the monk is. So it's a skill that scales with physical damage, of which the monk is, you know, one of the best characters to dish out the physical. So let's get a haste down, and let's get our wizard up here as well. Stouty looking for some haste himself. And I can press spacebar here and speed this up. So I think I will utilize that where possible, just to save on some time, right? So let's speed up the approach of the enemy as well. Sorry about the sound, it obviously speeds up the sound as well, but we'll be alright. So for Ramza here, what are we looking at? I think we yell at the monk again. Ramza levels up, and the monk is going to get right on the helm where he belongs. Solid hit for 40 right there. Completely unarmed. Let's see if we can't get the time mage up. Get some don't move. Then let's try out our new Ice 3 spell. What do you say? Look at that damage. A little preview. This is going to be a fun one. So the thief, get up there and get the hit on the goblin. He does take a counterattack back, but he's going to be alright. We have the Red Panther here. Obviously can't resist moving up and attacking the wizard. So an element to this game is when your character is charging, like both Roxy and Stouty are doing right now, right? With their hands up, they're charging a spell. When that happens, you are actually susceptible to taking additional damage. So you want to be careful when and where you are casting spells. And this is don't move. So that will obviously nullify their ability to move. That's a nice spell graphic. Here's Ice 3 coming down. A literal iceberg just snuffing out the enemy. Excellent job there, Stouty. Doing some good work. Let's get behind the Panther here and give him a nice swift punch. And Ramza the Priest here. Let's get a little heal spell down. The thief takes another hit, and there is speed save, as you see it right there. So that does increase his speed. An important element to the thief class is speed, right? Now, obviously, his turn will come up quicker, but when it comes to actually stealing things, the higher the speed of the thief, the higher the percentage to steal. So keep that in mind. We want our thief to have sky-high speed. So that's why speed save particularly goes well. Let's be careful here. Well, let's drop another nuke down on this little panther. So the goblin, as you see, he gets in there to get some heal. That's okay. We get a much needed heal down on our spellcasters that have been weakened. And it's just a little more HP for the thief to convert into experience and job points. So let's get a little chakra here to get some magic points back on our casters. And Ice 2 coming down. See you later, Red Panther. Ramza the Priest. Let's go. Laying down the wood. Stouty the Wizard. Yeah, why not? And haste does wear off, but that's quite okay, folks. We're almost out of this one. And the Thief's Knife, the Blind Knife, it does apply darkness. So it doesn't happen every time. There's a percent chance for, you know, status afflictions or sometimes even buffs as well to be applied on physical attack. And that is an example of that. Another element is the Ice Rod and Thunder Rod and Fire Rod and other rods or other weapons. Sometimes they will cast a spell. So it makes the Ice Rod somewhat of a viable weapon, but we're of course using that to boost the power of ice magic. So Mandalia Plains is down, and we can finally move on to our story battle. But first, let's check out our formation. Let's see if Roxy has Short Charge learned. Not quite. Not quite. That's alright. How about the Monk? Nope. Nothing really to learn additionally. Thief. Alright, I think we're pretty much good where we're at. We can give Stouty magic attack up here for the ensuing story battle. So let's save and let's hop right on in. Alright, Thieves Fort, here we go. Looks like we can only bring 4 total units. So we have to make a choice. I think the Monk is probably pretty strong in this fight. Why don't we bring... I definitely want to keep using the Thief, because we have to get his attack skills up. So why don't we go with something like this? We still have time magic coverage, right? Stouty has the time magic, and obviously Ramza has the white magic, so I think we have an appropriate amount of coverage here to cover all bases. So here we go, the Thieves Fort, which predictably enough has thieves to fight here. So Maluda, communication with the main unit's been cut off. It's over. Deathcore Priest, no way, it's not over yet. I agree, it continues until the nobles apologize to us. Looks like they're seeking an apology. Maluda, my brother, his views are too optimistic. So who could Maluda's brother be, you might ask? Well, we're going to find out. Enemy attack. So obviously our attack force shows up here, and Ramza helped me save the marquee. I'll stay on till the end. We don't really want you, Algus. We just don't like you on the channel here. So our goal is to defeat Maluda. So she is a boss character. So let's take a little peek at Maluda here. So 125 HP, very strong. Iron sword, bronze shield, iron helm, chainmail, and a power wrist. So those are all items that could be stolen, excuse me, if we had the skills to do so. We just do not right now. But keep that in mind, right? It's definitely a reason that we want to get our thief mastered out. But we're going brute force here, for sure. And it all starts with a bit of encouragement. This is definitely a solid soundtrack as well. Very, like, mystical. Reminds me of, like, a gentle snow. A peaceful snow, right? Something like that. Elgus and Delta throwing stones, as they typically do. Alright, Maluda is on the move here. And Zora, the priest, which has been, you know, bludgeoned a bit by stones, is going to drop, it looks like, offensive magic. Okay. So she might have black magic, I'm guessing. We have two priests with black magic. Alright, the thief hits Elgus. That is completely fine with me. Throw stone. This has been a stone skirmish here so far. Alright, the monk is allowed to go here. And one thing you have to kind of remember where the enemy is casting spells, right? So let's go ahead and get a punch on this thief here, which is a very heavy hit. Let's cast haste on Ramza. Alright, here comes down a bolt. Let's see what kind of damage this might do. Hits Ramza really, really good. And Delta is down. The monk is in the blast radius as well. But that's going to be okay here because we have a pro priest. So let's see. Let's see if we can't target down this priest here. Good hit by our thief there. Getting some restoration on the field. And we're looking strong again. Maluda. Alright, she gets up on the monk. Good thing that we gave him a heal. And she misses the attack. Tremendous. Nathan coming up now. Alright, their thief uses a potion and then levels up in face. You're going to pay for that. And Stouty is under assault here. So let's see if we can't give Stouty a bit of support. That's a big hit by Colden there. 159 on the Ice 3. Just goofy stuff here. In fact, just Ice 1 will take this guy out. So, why don't we do that? Alright, let's heal and then run. I'm not sure where this spell is going, if I'm being honest. On Elgus, okay. That's completely fine with me. And Elgus is down. Before he can, you know, steal more EXP and JP. Alright, our thief now. Let's see, he's got great movement range. He also has chakra to heal himself. So my concern here is getting up on this priest. And then having Maluda with the wide open shot. So let's go over here and attack this thief here. Wouldn't be a bad thing to maybe wait it out and get some thief crystals. See if we can take advantage of some of that. So let's get our thief all beasted up here on speed. And let's see what Maluda does. She's going for a physical attack. Yeah, that's a good little combo, I must admit. Alright, what are we going to do? Not much we can do. However, Stouty can get some ice down on the priest and take her out. Stouty levels up there. Tremendous. Alright, Ramza. So we obviously want to get a raise 2 on the thief, right? And let's get back where it's kind of safe. All right, Colden. The last thing we want is for Ramza to fall, right? So we have to make sure he's upright. And let's see, what can we do? Raise 2, coming on down. And back up is Rivaldi here. Great stuff. Alright, ice coming down. The thief falls. And it's Ramza's turn now. So let's see if we can get a heal on Stouty here. We sure can. Level up for the thief. And let's see who she chooses to target. It's Ramza, looks like. Definitely a heavy hit, but that's okay because we have Chakra. And what I'm doing here, folks, I'm just kind of stalling this out a little bit. Let's see if we can get some crystals, because they're literally just free JP, right? So that's a priest. Be a good crystal for Ramza to get. That's a heavy hit there. And that is the power of the Ice Rod, for sure. So before something stupid happens, let's throw a cure on Maluda. Looks like there's no skills to learn there. But I'm more interested in these two thief crystals right here. So once we get those, we can get on out of this battle for sure. Maybe we can get like steel helmet or something. I think Ramza's really showing his strength as a support unit, right? And obviously, it's pretty tempting to just make him into a beastly warrior or a monk or, you know, a character kind of built like that. But, you know, there's also an angle to make him a spell user as well. I think he does all jobs pretty darn well. And we managed to pinch Maluda's pockets there. And Ramza's about to take a heavy hit. He tackles her back. And she levels up. Alright, we have a treasure chest and we have a crystal. Okay? Let's see if we can get some slow on Maluda. Oh yeah, you bet. And now you notice her her movement pace slows down a lot. Alright, Thief, grab this crystal here. That is a heavy hit just for some experience. But that's alright. See if there's an ability to get Steel EXP. Alright, nice. We'll certainly take that. And let's get a little chakra going just to heal him back up. Let's grab the treasure box and let's get on out of here. We get a mithril knife. Pretty underwhelming stuff. So Rivaldi's going next, huh? There is another treasure box that we could certainly grab. Why don't we grab that first? Alright, Maluda's gonna go. We have another treasure box. I mean, maybe we can get them both. I don't really need to bleed out all of these battles, but why not? We get a feather hat. Completely useless. Linen robes. That's decent and can sell decently, actually, which is great. Alright, Ramza. can literally steal EXP, huh? From your own character. That's interesting. But it's worth the job level up, which is great. Alright, she's got 22. Let's end the run here. And down goes Maluda. And up comes Algus and Delita. Lay down your swords, surrender, and we'll spare you. So how do you think Algus would handle this? Let's say he was in charge of this party here. Do you think he would spare them? I don't think he would. We get a nice bronze shield there and 700 bonus gold. Go ahead. Kill us then. We're just animals. Kill us. You hate us that much. Ramza, kill her now. You see what I mean? Algus, he wouldn't hesitate one bit. That's why I don't like him. She's your enemy. An enemy of the Beoulves. Understand? Your enemy. She's a loser who's lost sight of life. Losers cannot remain alive. Those are some pretty strong words from Algus. So you kind of have to question his character for sure. If we don't kill her, she'll kill us. We can't coexist. Again, really questionable stuff. Kill her, Ramza, with your own hands. Ramza, I don't see why she's our enemy. What did you say? Are you mad? She's not an animal. She's human just like us. Are you betraying us? You too? Man, Algus, I tell ya. There's so many reasons I don't like that guy. Oh, sympathy is it. Despicable creatures. You're my enemy as long as you belong to the Beoulves. Don't forget it. And she kind of limps off. And Algus is upset that we didn't, you know, shed meaningless blood. Delita, we are. I think you made the right choice, Ramza. No need to senselessly murder. That's nonsense. Jeez, what's wrong with you? Yeah, see, Algus. Algus. So here's another cutscene. Meanwhile, at Igros, capital of Galeon. Beoulve Castle. Tita, let go. Stop it. Let go of me. We have some drama at the castle here, folks. And they run off with Tita. Golagros. Hurry up. And here's Alma. That's Ramza's sister. Ouch, let go of my hand. Brother. Zelbag is not happy about that. Damn, that's it. He runs off. He saves Alma. But they do get Tita. And that, of course, is Delta's sister, I believe, or lover? One of the two. Yes, I know. And look at this. Brother. I'm all right. What about Alma? Yes, I'm fine. What an awful wound. I never thought they'd come here. They're after me. 5 people were killed and Tita was kidnapped. After them. Leave no stone unturned until you find them. Please don't talk anymore. Death corpse. Colorful language. And he hunches over. Are you alright? Hey, anybody there? Looks like there was an assassination attempt, perhaps. But they run off with Tita. So we are going to return to Igros here to see the aftermath of what just happened. And then that is going to propel the events for the rest of Chapter 1. So I think what I'm going to do here, folks, is I will end the episode here. You know, for the sake of keeping things nice and short and digestible to all, I'll cut the video right here. Look forward to the next episode here where where we'll go back to Egros. We will see kind of what unfolds there. And then there will be some more story battles on the docket. Of course, we do have, to travel through Mandalia one more time. Hopefully, we do not get into a random fight. But if we do, I will just handle that off video and give you a little recap. So with that said, folks, I hope you are enjoying the Final Fantasy Tactics playthrough. If you are, please consider becoming a subscriber to the channel. We'd love to have you in the community. And we're going to pick right back up where we left off here in the next episode. So once again, thank you so much. I do appreciate it. We will catch you in the next episode. Thanks a lot.